Ukraine, specifically Kyiv, the capital. It's the 30th of September, first time I've named a date in one of these videos. Just wanted a timestamp there because yesterday night, Russia sent a bunch of drones into Kyiv, and they were all shot down, but it was the first direct attack on Kyiv that they've done in a little while. No one was hurt, they were all shot down, but yeah, that was interesting. I'm here, weird time to arrive actually, but anyway, I'm here in a square. Princess Olga monument is over there. I'll show you a bit further in a sec, closer. So the things that are all around me are Russian military equipment. There's a car, a burnt out car, and then there is another car, but I think this might be a Ukrainian car. Yes, so Ukrainian car, 4 killed. This was transporting goods. Cobblestone street, making it a bit loud, but we're heading into a metro, and I like going in the metros here for one. They're a bit of a historical eye-opening, I guess, to you know, Soviet construction and Soviet design. Firstly, you know, 60 meters underground, which I'll show you once we get onto. This is what I'm talking about. This is how deep it goes. You know, makes it bomb-proof. So I'll check this one out. I actually don't know how I just got in there. Like, they usually have like currently running, but the Archangel of Kyiv is Archangel Michael. So this is a bell, the shape of a bell, with all the churches up on the hill, which I think Kyiv is built on, and then Archangel is up the top with the sword and a shield. That's a great statue. Another cool thing about Kyiv is it's quite hilly, similar to Istanbul, I guess, but it also has a lot of peaks that haven't been, commercialized or things of that sort. Like right now, I'm in the heart of the city, and I'm walking through basically a mini forest on top of this hill. Apparently there's a castle nearby up here, but even still, like, just beautiful nature, untrammeled by humanity and its excesses. But they also have squirrels in this part of the world, which is fun, so you got to keep an eye out for them. So I just visited another church, because there's a lot of churches here, and they could be the best churches I've seen so far, like outside of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, and Sistine Chapel, etc. They obviously have a special place, above all else, but the churches here are phenomenal, and they're much different. The frescoes are much different to what I've seen in other places. Like I said before, they're much more dark, and it's not all romanticised to a certain extent. It's got some darkness in it, I guess. One thing I've realised, the Baroque style is beautiful and love it, but its exuberance like saps you of brain power. It just knocks you around, after you enter one, and once you leave, there's just so much intricacy and craftsmanship that goes into like every little aspect of it, and it just blows. Like you just can't wrap your head around how much time and how much beauty is in it. So yeah, I think I need to take a break from entering Baroque churches. One thing you might not expect someone to do in Kyiv is look at oracle cards, which are like tarot cards in your dormitory, in your hostel. Quite an interesting moment. There's a guy in my dorm who's a healer, and basically, various forms of spiritual energy he maneuvers and heals people with. Really interesting conversation, but just not something you'd expect to be talking about when you're staying in Kyiv. Yes, that was quite interesting. Read some oracle cards, learned a bit about my destiny. Yeah, up to the side profile actually is called the Golden Gate. So what it is a partial recreation of the gate that you entered into Ukraine via. So this will give you more of an understanding once we get around to the front side of it. Yes, here it is here. Big old gate. Ukrainian entryway. Very cool. So this was built in 1905. 1905. So just before the Soviet Revolution. Communist Revolution. Interesting. It's actually quite, I mean, it's tough to really put a whole lot of positive energy into the Ukraine videos. Obviously the war going on and all that, but also there's just a lot of stuff that's rough around here, like that's monument just there was the monument for the famine that happened from 21 to 22, 1921 to 1922 of the Ukrainians, where it's also like labelled as a genocide as well, because millions of Ukrainians died because of the communist revolution, and basically ruined many good farms and things of that sort. So yeah, it's a bit tough, obviously to be full of beans and exploring, but I guess that's also what exploring is about. It's not always positive, but nonetheless still got to do it. So we're in the complex of the Kyiv Pershk Lavra. It's a big complex with monasteries and a huge church that's in front of me, which I'll show you in a second. Originally built in the late 1600s, so 1690 something, and it's been updated ever since. But there is lots here. Jesus. Okay, this gives you a better view. As you can see, the rock style, the saints with the same gold tops up above. We've got another I got off the bus from Chisinau to Kyiv at 5 AM, and at that point I basically had a summer attire packed. So got up at 5 and the wind was like a blizzard and it was freezing, so I had to upgrade, get a few jumpers, but just get a bit more winter gear because sort of winter has hit. I was outside when there was an air raid siren that went off.
Attention. The air alert is over. May the force be with you. Attention.
That's it. That's just telling me that it's over. Weirdly, speaking of the devil. So your phone will scream at you to tell you if there's one on or one off, and then you'll hear the sirens. Still a bit eerie when you hear it. Definitely, but I was walking around and everyone around was completely unfazed. It was almost quite strange. I mean, hearing that stuff multiple times a day for 2 years would probably desensitize you to it, absolutely. But where I wanted to go, they've actually made it difficult to get there now, I see. they put a fence up, but to the right there's a light blue building, the government building, and to the left there's a as you can see, the columns have the Ukrainian colours, so I can't get there, but so a couple of nice things. We've got a music school behind me. We've got a lady who's practicing her singing, which sounds lovely. There's also ballet going on, which is very lovely. St. Vladimir's Cathedral, which very strange but beautiful. Lots of circular. I've never seen a cathedral that looks like this, with the circular work. Another look at the front. Stunning. So that's my end. That's my conclusion. Bring back analog.